Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan, and as we come to the end of the book of Bamidbar, in this week's Torah portions, Mattot and Maseh, in some way we're really finishing the Torah, because Deuteronomy, Dvarim, is really the Mishnah Torah, is the retelling of the Torah. We're at the end of the story this week. And so what is it? How does the Torah end in that sense? And it ends with a subject we just saw a few weeks ago, which is the inheritance rights of the daughters of Tzlofchad, which is a very interesting issue because we're talking 3,000 years ago. What are the inheritance rights of these women, the daughters, who had no sons as heirs? So there's a lot of interesting questions. Why is this the last thing that the Torah speaks of? Especially since in this version of this issue, the daughters are told they have to marry within their tribes to keep the inheritance in the tribes. When later in Jewish history, there is no such thing as having to marry within our own tribe. How can the Torah end with something which is only temporary? It's a great question. Not only that, it's also about tribal nature, the tribal nature of our people. And in fact, in the 5 books of Miriam, this wonderful, wonderful commentary on the Torah, which by Ellen Frankel, she also asks, how is it that we are talking about, or it's relevant to us today, this idea, not only of why is it there, but of being tribal. And she says, our mothers comment, yet despite this history of exile, we Jews still largely behave in tribal ways. Although today we inhabit many lands, languages, and cultures, that really defines us as a tribe, we still orient ourselves symbolically and literally to a common homeland and act as if we lived there, even if only in virtual reality. Well, I want to say a lot more about how the Torah ends and about the importance of Benot Tzlofchad for the contemporary Jewish reading of our faith, our tradition. So please come on Shabbat when I will be speaking about that. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.